Good morning, everyone. It'll be a bit of a shorter one today because I've got a train to catch. But anyway, Gonzo, how are you?
Oh, I'm not bad at all, thanks, mate. No train to catch for me. Well, I have, but I won't be catching it. But you're looking forward to it today?
Yeah, I am. I'm looking forward to the game, but the weather's a bit of a bummer, to be honest with you. I had a bit of snow. I had a bit of snow on Friday. I did the player ratings on Friday, and it was snowing. It showed the people that tuned in the snow falling, and then it snowed a bit more yesterday. It turned to slush, and now the slush has turned to ice. So it's not ideal conditions, but hopefully the snow holds off and we can get up to Manchester happily and enjoy a good game. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, well, I fingers crossed. All fingers crossed, mate. To be fair, sheepskin gloved. Fingers crossed. I think, mate.
No, it's that cold. I might wear a jacket today. I might put a coat on.
The Scotsman in you there.
Yeah,
I'm a sleeping bag. I'll take a sleeping bag up there, really.
I've caused an unnecessary commotion. You know, sometimes you say something with good intentions and you just wish you never bothered. So
you didn't call all the people in Stoke Southern effing softies, did you?
No, not recently. But Mrs. Gio's got a light blue hat and scarf, and she was going to be wearing it today. I said, "Oh, you're wearing city colours. You're brave." So now, obviously, she's thinking, "Well, I can't wear these." And now she can't find her black hat, and she doesn't have another scarf. So now she's complaining she's still got a hat and scarf. And I said, "Just wear the light blue one. It's fine." Yeah. Oh no, I can't. I thought honestly, no one's going to be bothered. No one's going to think you're a Man City fan.
She can, yeah.
But she's now going her head. She can't wear the hat and scarf, and it's one of them things. You make a little joke and you just think,
yeah. Well, you know full well. Blue's my favourite colour. I've worn blue so many times.
She can hear what I'm saying. She just threw the hat at me. But look, it's City blue.
Oh, it's beautiful. Kevin De Bruyne would look lovely in that hat.
It's Man City blue. Well, Kevin De Bruyne needs it. He's got COVID. He's missing the game because he's got COVID.
But well, as long as he doesn't die, good.
We could go off at a tangent. There's not much to speak about in terms of the Man City West Ham game. Have you got anything you want to say about the game itself?
Yeah, just quickly. I think I'm changing my tune a little bit because I don't think I've given that much thought to the fact that we've gone away and now we're away again. And I always seem to think that's good reason for us winning when we stay in London. You know, like if we were to play Manchester City and then the next game is at home. Or sorry, if we played Crystal Palace and the next game was at home or something, we stayed in London. I think there's a benefit to that. I think we've done a lot of travel. I think Moyes has alluded to the fact that we've not been able to train very much. So yeah, I'm worried, particularly with a defensive unit, to not have any training time. So I'm less confident than I was. So that's what I was going to say.
It's something that goes overlooked, the lack of training, I think, because while you speak about travelling and stuff, it is actually the lack of game time on the training pitch that impacts you. Because, like Villa last season is probably a prime example. Away at Villa, we know what happened. We put Fredrickson ahead of Soufal, McCrow, Jack Grealish completely. They would have practiced that in training. They would have spent training attacking Fredrickson, Soufal non-stop. Moyes would have had Ben Rama doing his tricks against Soufal and Aaron Creswell running around Fredrickson training constantly. He doesn't have the... He can't do that anymore. He can't practice that in training. It's sort of like, well, let's just say it was this side. He said, Ryan, I need you right wing, Soufal right back. You need to mark. Yeah, okay. But there's no time to practice it. Even little things. This is why being good at set pieces is even more impressive. We don't get to practice them very much in the training ground anymore. We don't really have. The funny thing is West Ham don't have set piece routines as such. Sure that the players all have an area to run to and stuff and the deliveries planned and stuff. But we don't really have like a fancy... City often used to have Vincent Kompany run to the near post every time. Vincent Kompany always went front post. Yeah. If the corner was short, he would flick it on. He would sometimes flick at the goal and sometimes flick into the box. But we just don't have time to practice anything like that anymore. And I think sometimes when you're hoping West Ham are going to be a little bit adventurous or have something up their sleeve, like today, we might need something. But when were we supposed to have done it? Yesterday morning at Rush Green, but before getting the train, which was cancelled up to... I don't even know. By the way, I don't know West Ham's train was cancelled. I just know trains from London to Manchester were cancelled. Sure. So I'm just anticipating that West Ham might have struggled to get the train into Manchester as well. But so, yeah, I think he goes underestimated the lack of training time pitch that Moyes has with his team. And I think to some extent, it's sometimes possibly why we don't see too much changes, even if a player's out of form. Arguably, it's easier to leave him in than it is to swap it because you've not been able to put Vlasic into the training pitch and say, right, you're going to be left wing today. Let's get you into the team. There's no opportunities. It's better off just putting an out of foreign finals in than it is a Vlasic that hasn't been able to train with the rest of the team. And you've got to remember, this is Vlasic's pre-season as well. He never had one, Vlasic. So he could do with a little bit of extra time on the training ground and getting used to things, but there's the opportunity's not there. So yeah, just something I think goes unnoticed, and a good point you mentioned that. Going off at a tangent, sort of world news yesterday, or UK news yesterday, is obviously the return of the masks and COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
I think I've got this game, and I've got Burnley mid-December. I've got a feeling that might be my last game for a month or so. I've just got a feeling there's got to be restrictions coming in at some point, I think. And I just think that attending games is something that's I'm gonna really, it's part of the reason I'm going today. I said to Gonzo before we went live, this was on London. We might have sacked it off today with the travel and stuff and the weather and the uncertainty of the snow and all that. But I just think that we might not have the opportunity to go to games later on in December or the start of January or something. So,
yeah, I mean, it's even the news is hit. I don't watch the news anymore. I've not watched the news in well over a year. I don't check social media at all. Doesn't mean I don't. Someone sends me a personal message on there, I will read the message. What I don't do is click on a timeline. So when you don't click on a timeline, when you don't watch the news, when you don't read a newspaper, I actually live in a world of, honestly, my world consists
head in sand.
Well, yeah, the head's in the sand there, but I live a very localized existence. My world is the school run. It's West Ham. It's pinball machines. It's the dogs. It's it's West Ham. It's West Ham. Very much so. Very much so. Those, honestly, kids, dogs, hammers, chaps, sort of West Ham, pinball. That's my existence, Gio. Honestly, and I, in many respects, I've never been happier in that sense, So, seriously, what goes on in the world, I just don't know. But even that hit me. And my sister knows a little bit. A few people know what I'm like. And my mate Marcus turned around and said, "You probably do need to watch the news just for once yesterday." So I switched it on and listened to old Boris there. So, yeah, I mean, it's a sort of. It's a bit of a shame, isn't it, really? Because, as you know, I've got games planned as well. And, Martin Ayres, who's a regular on this channel, Martin was up with me this week. Bless him, helped me out with a house. And Martin's coming up to the Norwich game, which will be his first game in years and years. He's bringing his two boys up from Devon. It's a birthday treat for Martin. And, we're meant to be going out for a meal, and sort of Tony's going. A lot of the Hammers chat boys are going there, and Jay and Wayne and all the old mob. Oh, don't cancel our Christmas meal. Do you know what I mean? Don't cancel our Christmas meal. And then I'm meant to be going on Boxing Day. Me and the old man are going on Boxing Day. We've got all these games planned as well. I'd be gutted, mate. Well, not just me. Obviously, we all would be. It's been nice. Been nice to have. Although I haven't been to loads of games, it's been nice to have the football there for when I don't have the kids. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, nothing's certain. Yeah, it may not happen. It's just to me, it feels like it might be something that gives way eventually a bit, hopefully, where you get to attend those games and stuff. And patrons, should the games go ahead as usual, Gonzo, we got a little plan, kind of.
We do. As you hopefully may have noticed, we've been giving away a few tickets this season. And it wasn't anything we ever planned as a sort of patron pledge, but it's something that we wanted to do. If we've got the tickets and we can't go, then we want to give them to you. That's basically what we'll do. Don't get me wrong. If Dad wants to go or something like that, of course, But if we got spare tickets, we want to hand them out to you. And there's something, just so as you know, we're gonna be continuing to do. We don't want to put it in the pledges as such because it might come a time when we're going to every game. We don't want to promise tickets because they're our tickets. They're not, you're literally sitting in our seats. But it's something we want to do. So there'll be more games as long as the government lets go to games. There'll be more games. From now until the end of the season. There'll be games December, January, the month after January, and then March as well. That's a joke, by the way.
Yeah, hopefully we can keep giving away tickets to games. I can't remember the person's name that's going this Wednesday. This is to the Brighton game. But yeah, we've given away quite a few now. Double figures for giving away tickets this season. Keep giving them away as well. A massive thank you to Chuck, who couldn't attend one game, so he got in touch and said, "Here, have my tickets to give
Thank
away,"
you.
kind of thing. So it was nice. I'm going to keep doing that. But yeah, Man City later. So I take it you're now erring on the side of a defeat, are you?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really, really hard now. So I'm sort of I'm gonna have to backtrack in the build-up show today a bit. And Moyes is sort of getting his excuses in as well. Not that I think he'll let that transmit to the players. I'm sure he'll send the players out to win. But to beat Man City, you've got to have everything, every little minor advantage you're going to need, and we've not got a couple of them, So it's going to be difficult.
All I'll say for Moyes, just quickly before I go, is I think he's managing expectations, which I think is the right thing to do. If he did it every week, I too would say, "Oh, come on, cheer up a bit." It's all excuses, but he doesn't often do it. Quite often, he's quite the opposite. He's got his chest out. He's like, "Yeah, we're not scared. We're gonna have a go." So I think he's managing expectations, and it goes in tangent to what Kretinsky said in the Evening Standard. When Kretinsky did his article, he was very much, "We're not spending big in January. We're going to keep doing what we're doing." And I think that's just managing fan expectations. I think Moyes is doing similar, and I don't think it's a bad thing because we've had a decade of, to some people, getting told X, Y, Z, and X, Y, Z not getting delivered or turning up. And when you think, well, hang on, where's all that stuff? I don't think it's a bad thing that we've now got two people at the top of the club saying, "Just hold your horses. This is going to be difficult. We're not spending this much money," so on and so forth. And that's what we want as fans. We want honesty, and that's what we're getting from the manager and the second majority shareholder at the football club. And not a bad thing. All right, Mr. Gonzo, I'm going to have to disappear, I'm afraid. It's time.
Yeah,
I've got
safe journey, mate. Safe journey.
Mrs. Gio's in the room, so I think that's key to the train. We need to go
wearing
to the train.
Wearing a Chelsea hat.
Can't confirm she's got no scarf and no hat. So
well, she needs to get a scarf and a hat on. Otherwise, she's gonna be freezing, isn't she?
No, this is I know what the ploy is here. When we get to Manchester, can we pop to the shop? I need a hat and scarf.
No, what she wants to dip into the Hammers Chat shop behind and get a Hammers Chat scarf. That's her ploy, my friend.
Yeah, I might get her wearing one. If you look in the way and you see a cloud and blue bar scarf worn by a female, I might be next to her. Anyway, if I'm not, I'm probably at the bar, cold. Right, I'm going to disappear. Gonzo will be doing the build-up show. Patrons, we'll catch you in a bit. Ta-ra!
See you later.